guys, this is Cruiseroy with the Blade 230S after the rebuild and also a little servo trouble. I rebuilt the servos. Gonna do a test flight here. Like they say, it tilts when it wants to take off. I set the timer to see how much battery life I get out of a stock battery. I have it on the high rate dual rate, so I'm going to put it on the low dual rates. I'm in short quarters here, so just doing hovering. I got the green blades instead of the standard white blades. That's a CP heli. So she's still got a little drift on her. I don't know if these DXEs have the control on the sticks as well as a better spectrum. I think these are like a low-end radio. They're good radio, I guess, but I'm just touching the throttle and I'm getting a little bit too much pitch when I'm trying to control it in a little area here. That's gnats, little gnats. That time of year, the little black flies. There's that, just a test flight. The blade tracking looks okay. I made a swash level, so I want to try to go over it again and do a better swash level with an actual swash level tool and then do another trim flight. But I mean, it's doing okay. There's a light wind today. It's not meant to it's not like a NASA with GPS control, but it is pretty stable for a CP helicopter. I bought it off of someone that flew it twice and crashed it. So I had to rebuild it, and it ended up having a bad servo from the crash. So I recommend to anybody that has one, you buy a crash, check out the servos. They can go bad. Doesn't take many hits to hurt them. Some people say they crash a few times and they're fine, but it must be the way you crash. I'm going to see if I can hit the idle up switch, see what happens. There it is. The RPM went up a little more. So that's working properly. I dropped it down. Actually, I like it when it's a little more breezy from the black flies, but I'm wearing my camera glasses. I don't know if I'm aiming everything properly so you can see. Put it on a kind of level surface here. Turn the radio on. It's nicer too, these Zippies have a little bit longer cables. Okay. Like I said, let's do a trim flight with this battery. And I know I'm going to get someone picking on me about the controls. I put blue tape here. So here, and here, and the bind button. Okay, now this is going to be a trim flight time. So I got to stop the timer, reset, start it. I got to get at least 2 minutes, I guess. If you watch it, you do see it tip to the right a little bit. They tell you to keep it on the low gain. I'm on the lowest gain. And try to keep it steady. Definitely need to up the gain on the gyro and the tail. See, I'm running the throttle and I'm getting a variance between just tapping it. It seems to go either too high or too low. It won't stay where I want to put it. I guess I can leave the timer running after the trim flight for this battery. But I mean, the throttle doesn't stay steady on this. Okay, I'm going to call that 2 minutes. Or close. Let me land it, see what it says. Yeah, it's 2 minutes 38 seconds. I'll let it stop. Complete it by hitting the bind button. I'm going to put a little lithium grease on that main gear. Well guys, you can let me know how the flying was. No super 3D, but what you think about how stable this is. The blade 230S. And if I need to do any more tuning to it, or this is it. This is the best it gets. Losing battery power. I'm gonna put it down. There you go. Kind of figured it was getting close. Alright, the zippy battery. Wow, 1130. 1130 out of the zippy battery. Alright. And usually most lipos you can get a little bit more out of them each time. But they were both fully charged. About 8. You get 3 more minutes recovering out of this. The heat isn't too bad. And all in all, good flight, no crash. This is the old Canopy from the crash. Like I said, couldn't crash too bad because these things shatter, these cheap Canopies. But what I want to show you is over here. This is another blade Canopy right here, and I'm spraying it inside. I taped it all up. I'm spraying it with Plasti Dip, a rubber coating. This is the second coat. I'm going to do like 4 coats. The other thing it's going to help with is the CG, because it's a lot heavier now. It's going to start adding weight. So I'm going to come out and get that later, letting it dry outside. And so this is Cruiseroy with the Blade 230S after repairs and a trim flight and new servo, plus other miscellaneous parts that I needed. And I'm out of here.